Libra, crow call, zoom, zoom, a, zoom, zoom, a, zoom, zoom, a, crow call. Let's go and get messages, please, for Libra. I got a little bit of a headache out of nowhere, so I don't know if you have a headache, Libra. Messages, please, for Libra. Messages for Libra. Okay, so 10 of Swords reverse with the 6 of Swords, and we do have the Empress in the reverse, which is you. So let's see what's going on in the mind here, because it's, I mean, the 6 of Swords is definitely like that headache energy, or just a lot of mental energy here. All right, you may be trying to kind of clear up. Because after, you know, 6 of Swords only comes after the 5 of Swords. And so the 5 of Swords is usually like mind games, or just mental, you know, a lot of thoughts going on, or a lot of thinking. It's just headaches, okay? Like you have a lot on your mind and you're trying to make peace of it. It's like a energy too. I'm kind of getting Gemini energy where, I don't know if there's like a lot of shit that you want to fucking do here, or it's kind of like an energy of like tired of being sick and tired type of vibe. So it's like you're trying to alleviate that. Some of you may have been taking ibuprofen. Some of you are scared to mix up certain drugs. All right, like I don't know if you're taking multiple medications, whatever, and it's like you may be a little nervous on what to kind of whatever. Some of you may be feeling like you want to take a nap out of nowhere. But we do have the Ace of Cups reversed. So that could be like a lack of energy, okay, feeling a little sick. Or this also can be depression here as well. This could be like a dark night of the soul type of energy here too, that you may be trying to get up out of. Or like I told you, it's like an energy of tired of being sick and tired. All right, what is the 6 of Swords, please? Yeah, we have the 8 of Cups, and usually the 8 of Cups, we tap into that energy to find our 9 of Cups, our happiness, what makes us feel fulfilled emotionally, you know. And it's like an energy of like when you look good, you do good. It's like that type of vibe. So if you are emotionally fulfilled, 9 of Cups, then of course you're going to be 9 of Pentacles. Like they, to me, it's like an energy, it goes hand in hand, period. When I'm feeling good, I'm looking good, I more than likely do good. So this is kind of the energy I'm getting for you. You also have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. So that usually is like a learning type of energy, and or you could be healing from something here as well. But I am seeing the Emperor upright. So I don't know. I've been getting like a lot of relationships energy this week. With the crow calls, a lot. I should have known because the Crowlective I posted for everyone was definitely about relationships. I should have known this was going to trickle down to people. Yeah, somebody's in the 2 of Swords. I don't know why I feel like this is somebody regarding you. It's like someone doesn't have access to you almost, you know. The Empress with the Ace of Cups to me go hand in hand. It's like a never running out, everlasting type of vibe. And to me, it's like the Garden of Eden. All right, so it's like someone, I don't know, it's like, I don't know. Let's see what this, I do feel like someone is definitely thinking about something. Yeah, you have the 6 of Swords coming out again. But it's almost kind of going in the opposite direction. You also have the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's going in the opposite direction and it's slowing things down. So this is like an indication. Yeah, here's the 9 of Pentacles I was talking about, but it's 9 of Pentacles, not the 9 of Cups. It's like someone is kind of looking, I don't know. Interesting, because it's the 5 of Swords right here with the 3 of Swords, 2 of Swords equals 5. And then we have an Emperor right in between that. And then the Page of Pentacles, like I said, is like a learning energy. It's like someone hasn't learned their lesson. It's like this, it kind of, I don't know if you're dealing with the Leo, because it's like the Leo again was like having that unbeknownst to you, there's a spirit watching you vibe. Virgo was a slave with no courage to run away. And it's like this, like the Six of Swords, to me, this could be a mental slavery, right? It's like trying to go this direction where they would be happy, they will find their peace, and it will be everlasting energy, right? And invest in that, or invest in themselves, invest in you. But instead, it's like the Six of Swords is going in the opposite fucking direction of like, I don't know, like being controlled or something like that. That's kind of what I'm getting. Yeah, we have the Lovers here with the Seven of Swords and the Six of Pentacles reversed. It's like someone chose not you, with the Empress coming out reversed again. So it's like someone is choosing the destiny that someone, it's just, I don't know. Like the energy I'm feeling is just kind of like you're accepting this about someone or something. Not everyone is going to live up to God's expectations. Not everyone's going to live up to yours. And you can't force a slave to run away. Like, and people can be slaves in the mind, or slaves literally, modern day slavery. Like, you can't force someone to accept their gift of claircognizance, knowing information, being intuitive as fuck, but not adhering to it. You can't force someone. You can't, that's really what I'm getting. And I'm not saying that you forced it, but we are humans, and I'm sure it, like, or just in general, it's like you can't force someone to change. You can bring a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. And it's like I feel depleted energetic wise. Like it's like I'm struggling to do this reading. So whoever this energy is, or just people in general, it's just kind of like you're draining your own fucking cup, trying to get someone to see that they can go a different route, invest in a different route, do something completely different. It's kind of that type of energy. Like you can't continue, you can't force someone to Seven of Pentacles when they got the Page of Pentacles reversed. You just can't force it. You can't make someone change. You can't make someone want better. You certainly can't make someone ascend. And that's kind of the vibe I'm getting here. We got it's a 4-4-4 kind of day of reverse. Like you can't build up someone's foundation. They have to do that shit on their own. So just kind of piggybacking off of all the other crow calls I've done, you can't force someone to come with you, all right? You can't force someone. Many are called, but few are chosen. You can't force someone to change. It says you're being called to make some profound changes, but I feel like this is this person possibly, or just people in general. Like Libra, you are the general kind of energy, like relationships, business, like this is the justice legal system. It's a general public place, the courthouse, you know, spiritual court, real court, it's public. You can't force the public, you can't force the people to, I don't know, red pill, blue pill. You can't force them to take the pill that you want them to take. Like, you can't force people to make profound changes. Basically, exactly, Jeremiah 29:11 and justice being served. You cannot force people. Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, plans to give you hope in the future." You can't force people. You just can't force people to follow God's plan. You can't force them. You can't force that. Just like people just don't fucking want it. They don't want it. And you can't force it. That shit. Exactly. We've come to warn you of a physical death. You're going to have to let these people die the way they're going to die and reincarnate and do it all over again. Like, you can't force somebody, like, period. You can't Scorpio someone's fucking spirit, their soul. You can't revive or bring it back from the dead. Like, these people are dead. Or at least their gifts are claircognizance here. And then you got, you're being warned or prepared of you of a physical death. I mean, like, there's just certain, we have no control over death or dying. It's just, it is what it is. Just like these people who refuse, it is what it is. Like we were born alone, we're gonna die alone, and these people are gonna have to be held accountable for their own shit. You cannot force it, nor can you really be unbalanced or take, like, you can't, I don't know, you just can't take on, yeah, we have a rituals occurring here with this Knight of Pentacles. I'm telling you right now, man, this is a whole ritual, and I will refer back to the Virgo reading. I don't know why I want to post these publicly. That's crazy. I don't really want to, but I gotta follow what God is telling me to do. You guys, these are usually on Patreon. I guess these are for some reason, I mean, this is the public. Libra, 7th house energy is the public, so I guess that would make sense. Yep, we got severe weather here with this ritual occurring. That sounds like a tower or tornado to me, but it does say your home is protected, or home is protected. I guess your assignment is to make motherfuckers aware of the laws, make people aware of the universal laws, make people aware of what they may need to, or, you know, what is grounded or what needs to be uprooted, but you can't force a motherfucker. Exactly, mirrors. You can't force somebody to see themselves. That's crazy. It says mirrors, yo. And it's like, I'm really getting Scorpio energy from you, Libra, so maybe you have some, I mean, it makes sense, especially if you're a cusper. So we do have chakra check-in, the line or null. We also have complete recovery. And we have overstand. So it's like you've invested in all of this, but you can't force another motherfucker to be on that type of time. We have fasting here as well. I don't know if you have been fasting, intermittent fasting, or that would be in your best interest. Or again, you can't call it, like, this is like a reset. Yeah, life path energy, ascension symptoms are here as well, and alarm. You can't force these people to fast. Like, in terms of get rid of, purge, restart, reset. That's what fasting is. You can't get people to honor themselves. Like, that's really what I'm getting here, man. Yep, isolation vibe. You won't have to, I mean, you're ascending. It's kind of like, that quote, it's lonely at the top. I mean, if you're always ascending and you're constantly doing the work and you're recovering or trying to get an overstanding, which means you have an inner and understanding. For you to have an overstanding, it's like Sagittarius energy. Like, of course you're going to be isolated because you're the only one that's putting in the work. You got battle here. Other people are actively just kind of going with the flow, or accepting 7 of Swords, which to me is 7 of Cups as well. It goes hand in hand. It's like they're accepting the trickery of it all. And so you're gonna have to, yeah, they're accepting the trickery of growth. They don't want to fucking grow. That's what the Ace of Cups with the Empress card is. That's growth. Like, that's all fucking growth right there. That's reversed because these people they don't want to grow. Page of Pentacles reversed. They don't want to heal. All right, they want to stay right where they are. The Emperor, nobody like the Emperor. Yeah, sure, but the Emperor certainly is not changing their ways at all. It's off with your head before an emperor tries to reflect. An emperor, even kings and queens are more than likely set in their fucking ways, and that limits growth. When you don't feel like you need to, like, you've made it. It's like I don't know, like getting a position or feeling a certain way about yourself. It's like, you'll be damned, you're gonna just call anyone who tries to tell you about yourself a hater. Like, so. You know, you're not going to take heed to what's being said, even if there's some truth to it, even if the intent behind it is to really help a motherfucker. You know, you're going to be called a fucking hater by telling someone, like, okay, you're kind of lacking in this area. Oh, you're a hater. Or telling someone what they think looks good isn't, or you're a hater, or you're jealous, la la la. Like, that's usually coming from people who are set in their ways and do not want to grow. Not everybody's fucking hating on you, yo. Really, they're really not. In some cases, they are. But not really. It really, I mean, it just depends, to each his own, but a lot of times you're going to think, the first thing you're going to think is, oh, you're hating on me. That's usually because you don't want to reflect. You don't want to hear it, like, you know, and that's usually what happens when people get set in their ways. They are not open into learning, and then that's when complacency comes into play, and la la la. So that's what I have. I'm really hoping that I'm not posting any more 7, 8. So hopefully it stops at Scorpio. I'll see you guys on Patreon. All right, these are the crow calls.